guys. Making a quick video today as I haven't made one in a while. I'm quite fancy making one today. My battery is on about 7%, so I'm just going to try and talk about stuff without rambling on too much, but that doesn't tend to be always that easy. Yeah, I wanted to make a video today, kind of because whenever I make videos, whenever I've made them in the past, I kind of make a video when I'm in a good mood, when stuff is going well, when there's something sort of in my mind I'm thinking about. And it's probably been about 3 or 4, maybe 5 months since I've made a video. And I'm now, yeah, sort of coming towards, I've got about 5 or 6 weeks left of this term at uni. And I'm kind of in this place where I'm actually finding it quite challenging. Kind of challenging just keeping up with the workload of stuff, but also not with that, but just so many different kind of commitments that it feels like there are in life, and I don't think I've experienced as much of a challenge as this before in my life, sort of having so many different commitments that seem to, you know, just take up so much time and make it harder and harder to keep up with work and to study. But at the same time, I'm also very grateful for the life that I have as well. I'm also very grateful for the fact that I am studying the course I am, that I'm in the church that I'm at, that I'm in Bristol. But yeah, this is just a completely honest video. I'm finding it difficult at the moment. And I knew from the beginning, before I started studying medicine, that it was going to be hard at times. And yeah, even though it is difficult and there are days where it is harder to focus, harder to do work, days where, you know, I sometimes just think, you know, what is the point of it? Or even though those are there, and I kind of knew those would be there, and that's kind of part of the whole package, actually, I guess, it kind of, without sounding too dramatic, it kind of is a bit of an opportunity in a way to experience going through that challenge, experience finding it hard at uni, experience doubting myself and my abilities, and doubting lots of things, and doubting you know, whether this is the right path to be on, but actually overcoming that and kind of just pressing on anyway in a little bit, in a bit. You know, I kind of feel as though actually I know that this is what I want to do, this is the path I want to take, and if I didn't know that, it'd be very hard to keep going, I think. But actually, and I think a big part of this is actually God as well, who is kind of gives me the motivation when I would not otherwise have it. Yeah, I think yeah, it is tricky. It's tricky, but yeah, I am still pressing on. I still want to do this, but it does feel challenging at the moment. And again, I think this is what it comes down to, is trying to, and I'm really finding this hard, trying to not fall into the trap of thinking, okay, if I can just get through the next 5 weeks of term and get to the Easter holidays, and that's my goal right now, I just need to get through this bit, and once I get to the Easter holidays I'll be fine. That's the challenge. The challenge is actually trying to live life fully now in a difficult moment, trying to live life now fully even in the midst of the busyness of it all. So that's kind of what I'm going through right now. Like, it is not easy at all. And actually, before making this video, like, yeah, there are just, the last few days I've just been thinking, like, flipping heck. It's really hard to keep going. But anyway, I mean, a big part of that is rest. It's kind of that, I guess, balance between work and rest everybody in the world talks about all the time. And I definitely can get into the place of kind of resting too much and then not getting work done, and then the opposite as well, of working too much and not getting enough rest. But anyway, I'm taking a few days off at the moment and getting back on it next week, because I need to kind of recharge and get going again. Yeah, I think that's kind of part of it. But yeah, feeling generally okay. Like, I'm not feeling like particularly down, I wouldn't say, but definitely some days are harder than others. Just like sometimes I usually find, actually, once I get into uni, once I actually sit down and get into the lecture theatre, I tend to feel better, but it's getting there sometimes, which is the challenging thing. Or even, I kind of found like sometimes it's harder to kind of get up out of bed in the mornings. But again, as I said, it's kind of part of that, and learning to overcome this. I've definitely found motivation easier in the past, but actually, you know, I've got to realise that that's part of the whole package, is actually, yeah, pushing through when it feels hard. But you know, it is good. I do still want to be doing this. But yeah, anyway, and I think, yeah, I tend to just want to make videos when I'm feeling in a good mood, but actually, that's not always a clear sort of representation of life. So yeah, to anyone else who is struggling right now with work and with different things and whatever it is, just, I'm right there with you. I'm going through the same thing. I'm not even making this video as in saying like, oh, I've gone through it and I've overcome it. I'm in it right now. But I can appear smiley and happy and very positive and motivational in front of a camera. But I guess I'm not always like that in my mind. But yeah, yeah, just want to encourage other people who are going through that. You are not alone at all. But anyway, yeah, I also found out where I am for placement next year. I am going to spend, so these first 2 years of medicine are basically lecture based and like learning science and learning pathology and stuff. And then years 3, 4 and 5 are going to be on placement, so you're basically in hospital all the time. So next year I'm in Gloucester, and then the other half of the year, so for the second half of the year I'm in Gloucester, I think, and then the first half of the year I'm in Bristol, staying in Bristol, which is nice. My camera is on 1%, so I'll say goodbye. Good to see you guys. Leave a comment or something in the thing below and I will reply. Hope all is going well with you. See you again soon.